Good morning. We will start with a new chapter, Areas of Parallelogram and Triangles, Session 1. So, here we are going to study about the areas related to parallelogram and triangle. I will not discuss anything much about parallelogram here because we have studied about the properties of parallelogram, angle, side and angle properties already in the previous chapter. Let's directly go into directly into the exercise and what are we going to discuss about this chapter here. When we talk about areas about parallelogram and triangle, we discuss about types of parallelograms standing on the same base and between same parallel, parallelogram and triangle standing on the same base and between same parallel, relationship between two parallelograms standing on same base, relationship between two triangles standing on the same base, and relationship between a parallelogram and triangle standing on the same base. Now, what do you mean by the same base? Suppose if I draw a parallelogram and a triangle inside this, right? Figure 1. Second, if I draw a parallelogram and I draw another parallelogram, one second. Right? So, here what have we seen? Or we draw a triangle. So, here in both the cases, what we have seen is a triangle. We have a triangle and a parallelogram between on the same base. If I name this as A, B, C, D, I can tell a parallelogram and triangle are standing on the same base and between the same parallel. Two triangles are standing on the same base and on between the same parallel. Two parallelograms are standing on the same base and between the same parallels. About their areas we are going to discuss in this chapter. Let's quickly start with the first exercise. I'll discuss this orally and you can just make a note in your book. So they have given around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different figures here. In the 6 different figures, which of the following figure lie on the same base and between the same parallels? So first we'll identify which will lie and then only we'll write about those. If you go to see, figure first one will lie between the same parallel and the base. Does figure 2 lie? It lies on the same base but it has different parallel. Because MN and PQ are different, it is not between the same parallels. Then, if I talk about another one, third one, a triangle and a quadrilateral it is, because we don't know whether it is a parallelogram or what. They are standing on the same base and between the same parallel. Now, what about fourth figure? Though they are standing between same parallel, they are not on the same base. PQ is the base and BC is the base. Fifth figure, two quadrilaterals are standing on the same base, and sixth one we have, though they are standing between same parallels but the base are different. So here if I just draw the first one, it's given like this. So A, P, this is A, B, C, D. So I use the word quadrilateral here, children. I will not use parallelogram because we usually don't go by how it looks. We only go by what they have given. So if nothing is given, it is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral ABCD and triangle PDC stand on the same base. What base is that? Base is CD and between same parallels. That is CD parallel to AB. When we check with the third one, so third one also I will write, so triangle I will only write simple terms here. triangle TQR and a quadrilateral PQRS. They stand on the same base. In shortcut I am writing, wherein you need to write this in complete statement. They stand on the same base. What is the base? QR, and same parallels. What it is? PS parallel to QR. This is third figure, first figure, and the last fifth figure. Quadrilateral, if you go to see the figure, is like this, children, here. So it is A, B, P, C, Q, D. So I can say quadrilateral A, B, Q, D and quadrilateral A, D, C, P. They are standing on the same base. What is the base here? Base is AD. And between same parallels, AD parallel to PQ. Shortcut I have used. This is the statement. Whatever you have to write. Here it is triangle, quadrilateral, fill it here. Here it is quadrilateral and quadrilateral, fill it here. This has to be written as it is along with the figure. You will draw the remaining figure and you will only tell that they are, for second figure will tell that they are standing on the same base but not between the same parallel. Fourth figure you will tell that they are standing between the same parallels but not on the same base. Fifth one we have written. Sixth one you will write they are standing between the same parallels but not on the same base. A very simple exercise. We will quickly start with the theorem, that is, what is the relation between a parallelogram and a parallelogram, that is, two parallelograms are standing on the same base. The theorem says that parallelograms standing on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. Suppose if I have two parallelograms, if they are standing on the same base and between the same parallel, if I know area of one parallelogram, then that means another parallelogram also has the same area. So it is a theorem. It states that parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. Okay, so let's draw the figure. Let us assume that this is a parallelogram. Another parallelogram we will draw here. It is just drawn in this manner. So the first parallelogram here is A, B, C, D is the first parallelogram. A, B, E, F is the another parallelogram. Okay, given parallelogram ABCD and parallelogram ABEF are standing on same base AB and between the same parallels, that is AB parallel to D. Correct? Because the whole line it is parallel, so it is parallel. To prove area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of parallelogram ABEF. So So to prove this, first of all, again here children, we use all congruency concepts only here. No construction, directly we'll start with the proof. If you have to choose the congruency, that means I have two triangles here. Before that, let me do the markings part. This is a parallelogram which is equal. This is another parallelogram which is equal, right? That side I have not marked because I don't require that. So to prove congruency, choose these two triangles, that is in triangle ADF and triangle BEC. Now that case, if I go to see here, already I have two sides are equal. So this side is equal to this. This side is equal to this side of a triangle and this is equal to this. But I don't have any included angle there. That means I can't prove this by SAS. Only any one side I can use. Then I have to search for angles. Assume that this AD is parallel to BC. So if this is parallel, just see here children, I'll just draw here. This is AD, this is BE. AD, BC, and this is the transversal. So if this is the transversal, this line is going here like this. Can I tell this angle is equal to this angle? That is, this angle is equal to this angle. Reason? Corresponding angles. Okay. Now see the next part. It is these two sides. I'll still extend this. This is F and this is E. So can I tell now here angle F is equal to angle E? They are parallel. This is AB. That is F is here. Oh sorry, I marked it wrong, I believe. Yes, I marked it wrong. So F is here. That is about this I am talking about. This is equal to this. Now I marked it correct. Okay. Don't get confused. I just shorten this part here. You will get confused which is A and B. Okay. A, B. Now very clear. What are these corresponding angles? Pair of again corresponding angles are equal. Two angles and one side. Can I say AA is congruence rule? Let me use that. So in these two triangles, angle ADF is equal to angle BCE. You can draw this for your reference. Angle AFD is equal to angle BEC. Reason? Corresponding angles. Any one side you can choose. It's up to you. AF is equal to BE. Reason? AF is equal to BE. Opposite sides of parallelogram. Therefore, triangle ADF is equal and congruent to triangle BEC by angle side. AAS congruence rule. We also have to know that congruent triangles have equal areas. We know that area of triangle ADF is equal to area of triangle BEC. Reason? Why? Because the sides are equal, right? Congruent triangles have equal areas. Okay? That means I proved now this triangle is equal to this. But I want areas of parallelogram. There is something in between this triangle here. Between this triangle and this triangle, they share something common quadrilateral, right? What if I add this quadrilateral to both the sides of the equal triangles? What will happen? What I will do now? Area of triangle ADF plus ABCE is equal to area of triangle BEC plus ABCE, sorry, ABCF. Okay. This plus this, read children what you get, ABCD, which is nothing but area of parallelogram ABCD. That is equal to this plus this part you get ABEF. Area of parallelogram ABEF. Hence proved, parallelograms standing on the same base and between same parallels are equal in area. So what will be the converse of this? If parallelograms have equal areas, if parallelograms are standing on the same base and they have equal areas, that means they are standing between the same parallels. That's the converse. Parallelogram should stand on the same base and their area should be equal. If that is the case, then the given lines are parallel. That is the converse. So only theorem I have given you. Converse and other different variant parts of these parallelogram and combination with triangles, I will just send you in the PDF. We are proving only two theorems here. One is parallelogram and parallelogram standing on the same base, and another one which we are proving is a triangle and a parallelogram. So when a triangle and a parallelogram will stand on the same base and between same parallels, what will happen is here, area of triangle will be half the area of parallelogram. That is the relation. Two theorems we will prove. Remaining different types, like if two triangles are standing on the same base, converse of this parallelogram part, I will send you only the statement in the form of PDF. So write down this quickly. We'll start with the next theorem, that is, what will happen if a triangle and parallelogram are standing on the same base? Usually it is asked what theorems, what we have proved here. Similar, we have some numericals based on these theorems also. Quite a simple exercise. So yeah, I'll completely change this because it is a parallelogram and a triangle. Theorem 2 I will just name. If a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base, are on the same base and between the same parallels, then area of triangle is equal to the half area of parallelogram. Okay, so first of all, let us draw a parallelogram. So parallelogram ABCD, let us assume that this is a parallelogram ABCD and a triangle if I draw here, right? So this line actually I want to extend it and make it a triangle here, right? So ABP. So triangle ABP and parallelogram ABCD are standing on the same base and between the same parallels. Let us write that. Given triangle ABP and parallelogram ABCD are standing on same base. What is that base? AB and between same parallels AB parallel to PC. This much is given. To prove area of triangle ABP is equal to half area of parallelogram ABCD. Now when we talk about a parallelogram and area is something, we should know what is the height of the given figure. So now what is height, children? Height is always the perpendicular, altitude is the height. So we have to go for a construction and draw the height with respect to the base. I mean that height should be perpendicular to the base, right? So construction, what you can give here is, if this is a part, can I say that I will draw one perpendicular here. This is E. Now for example, again if I tell that, so this is a room, right? Now in this room I want to place a triangle. The tip of the triangle, just assume that, should touch the top of the roof, right? Now assume that I am standing here, I want the triangle right in front of excuse me, I want the triangle right in front of me. But what I tell is, find the height from that corner, I will tell. That means I want the triangle tip should touch the roof, right? Find the height of how much big triangle you want from that corner of the room, from the floor to the roof. Yeah, so from wherever I measure, the height should be the same, children. Even if I measure from that end corner, or I measure from this end corner, or from here, whatever I measure from the floor to the roof, a straight line, perpendicular line, that is the height. That means even if I draw here or take an extension here and then draw perpendicular, that will be the height of the parallelogram as well as the triangle. Why? Because they are standing on the same base and between the same parallels. Okay. So in proof part, first we will write here is area of parallelogram is equal to base into height. So what is the base here? I will consider base as AB. What is height here? Height as AE. Height as DE. Equation 1. Next. Area of triangle ABP is equal to half into base into height. Half as it is into. What is the base of the triangle here? It's again AB. What is the height of the triangle? It is DE. But what is AB into DE? From equation 1, it is nothing but area of parallelogram. So half, I will write here, instead of AB into DE, I will write area of parallelogram ABCD from equation 1. That is nothing but area of triangle ABP. Right? A very simple formula. We have to just know to substitute this. We first found area of parallelogram is base into height. Base is AB and height is D. Equation 1. Area of triangle is half base into height. Base of a triangle is AB and height is DE. But what is AB into DE? That is nothing but area of parallelogram. Substitute in this and that is the proof. So today's class, introduction about the chapter and 2 theorems we will conclude it. Along with these two theorems, I will also give you the converse and another two variants, that is, if two triangles stand on the same base, their areas are equal. Only statement, there is no proof for that. So with that we complete today's session. Numericals and writers based on this chapter, based on these theorems, will be doing it in the next session.